Have you ever felt like something is changing inside of you, but you can't exactly explain what it is? Maybe you've asked yourself, why do I feel so different? Am I losing my connection with the world around me? If you've been experiencing this, you're not alone. Many people going through a spiritual awakening start to notice very peculiar signs that are actually symptoms of a transformative and profound process. But here's the truth. Only the most powerful and chosen ones experience these intense changes so clearly. In this video, we'll explore the unique symptoms of a spiritual awakening that you may be going through. Symptoms that are not only uncomfortable but also crucial for your evolution and self-awareness. Have you ever gone through intense moments of introspection, suddenly feeling more isolated or even having dreams so vivid that they seemed real? Or perhaps you've noticed a strange increase in your intuition, as if you could feel the energy of the people around you? These signs may be challenging, but believe me, they are part of a divine process of transformation. By watching this video, you will understand not only what's happening, but also how these experiences can be catalysts for personal and spiritual growth. You will be guided to better understand these symptoms, how to deal with them, and most importantly, how to embrace this unique phase in a positive way. So, if you feel like something is changing, that your perception of yourself and the world is expanding, keep watching. Get ready to discover the answers you're looking for. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell to receive more content like this. Don't miss any of the upcoming videos that might change your life. Let's begin now. Spiritual awakening is a unique and profound experience, something that transforms a person from the inside out. It's not something that happens overnight, but a gradual process of evolution that challenges, questions, and reveals. During this phase, a person begins to realize that they are no longer the same, and the world around them seems to change as well. This phenomenon is not rare, but the signs it brings are often misunderstood or ignored. Let's talk about the symptoms that mark this awakening. The first one is a feeling of disconnection or isolation. It may seem like, suddenly, you no longer fit in with the old relationships or the society around you. You begin to question whether life as you knew it really makes sense. It's not uncommon to feel disconnected from people or even from the material reality that once seemed so solid. But don't worry, this is not a sign that something is wrong with you. On the contrary, it's one of the first signs that you are beginning to see beyond the surface, beginning to perceive the world in a deeper way. This symptom is often accompanied by an increase in introspection. You begin to look inside yourself more honestly and critically, seeking answers to questions that were previously neglected. This process can be uncomfortable, but it's necessary for spiritual growth. The next symptom that many experience is the increase in intuition. As you connect more with your essence, your intuition begins to sharpen. Those hunches you had before, but often ignored, now become clearer and more powerful. You begin to notice signs and patterns around you that you hadn't noticed before. Sometimes, it's as if the universe is sending you messages in subtle, but unmistakable ways. As these symptoms intensify, it's natural that you start to notice a change in your habits and interests. Things that were once important to you begin to lose relevance, while new passions, more aligned with your true self, emerge. You may feel the need to change your environment, or even the people you associate with, as your energy transforms. Another common symptom of this spiritual awakening is the feeling of oneness with the universe. Suddenly, you feel a deep and inexplicable connection with everything around you. It's no longer just you and the world. You realize that you are part of something much bigger, something infinite. This can be scary at first, but at the same time, it's incredibly liberating. In addition, many people report vivid dreams or even visions during the awakening process. Dreams that not only have intense emotional content but also carry powerful messages, as if they were trying to guide you towards something greater. These dreams can be confusing, but they also have a clear purpose: to awaken your consciousness to what is to come. However, don't be fooled. This transformation doesn't come without challenges. During this process, emotional fluctuations can be intense. You may experience feelings of deep joy followed by moments of inexplicable anguish. This happens because, as you connect more with your spiritual essence, repressed emotions begin to surface, requiring healing. With this, your energetic sensitivity also increases. You become more sensitive to the energy of people and environments, and you may even feel the weight of certain places or the relief of being in others. This increase in energetic perception can be unsettling, but it's also a clear sign that you are tuning into a higher frequency. The search for spiritual knowledge becomes another hallmark of this process. Suddenly, you feel an insatiable hunger to learn more about the purpose of life, the universe, spirituality. You may even start to get interested in books, lectures, or practices that once seemed irrelevant. Finally, despite all these challenges, a sense of inner peace and gratitude may begin to settle in. Even amid chaos, you begin to find a deep calm within yourself. This feeling of being on the right path, of being aligned with your purpose, is something many experience as the spiritual awakening intensifies. These symptoms may seem intense or even scary, but know that they are part of a transformative experience and that, in the end, they are essential for your personal and spiritual growth. If you recognized yourself in any of these signs, rest assured. You are on the path to a powerful and unique awakening. Now that you know what the most common symptoms of spiritual awakening are, it's time to learn how to deal with them effectively. Don't be fooled. This process can be challenging, but there are ways to navigate it with more serenity and clarity. The key to going through this transformation without getting lost in the emotional highs and lows is to find balance and understanding about what's happening. Let's explore some ways to deal with these symptoms and make the process smoother and more enriching. First, the feeling of disconnection or isolation can be one of the most difficult to handle, especially if you're distancing yourself from friends or family who don't share the same vision or spiritual understanding as you. The best way to deal with this is to accept that this is a natural stage of the awakening. When you begin to perceive the world in a deeper way, it's normal to feel a little distant from old connections. This distance may be preparing you for new relationships that are more aligned with your new self. Take this time to focus on self-knowledge and personal growth. Meditating, journaling, or simply spending time alone can be extremely beneficial during this process. When intense introspection arises, and you find yourself reflecting on your life, your mistakes, your choices, remember that this is part of the healing and growth process. Instead of letting yourself be consumed by guilt or shame, use this introspection to better understand yourself. Ask yourself, what are these reflections trying to teach me? What can I do to become a better person, more aligned with my true purpose? During this period, it may be helpful to practice forgiveness, both for yourself and others, releasing the weight of the past. As for the increase in intuition, it's important to learn to trust it. If you feel insecure or uncomfortable with these more intense perceptions, begin practicing mindfulness techniques, such as meditation. This will help clear your mind and recognize when your intuition is becoming more active. Don't be afraid to follow your instincts, but also seek a balance so that they don't become paralyzing or confusing. Changes in habits and interests can be unsettling, especially if you find yourself losing interest in things that once seemed essential to your happiness. This is normal. As you align more with your inner self, your passions may change. Allow yourself this change and explore new interests without guilt. If you were once immersed in activities that no longer make sense to you, don't be afraid to distance yourself from them. The important thing here is to listen to yourself and discover what truly makes your heart vibrate. Now, as for the feeling of oneness with the universe, this symptom can be both wonderful and overwhelming. Feeling connected to something greater is a profound experience, but it can also bring insecurities and even some fear. To deal with this, practice daily gratitude. Recognize the small miracles around you. This will help solidify your connection with the universe and reduce the fear of getting lost in this new state of consciousness. Vivid dreams and visions can bring both clarity and confusion. If you are having dreams that feel real or visions that leave you perplexed, try recording everything you feel or see. Keep a journal of your dreams and perceptions. Over time, you will begin to understand what these experiences are trying to communicate. Dream interpretation can be a powerful tool in this process. Intense emotional fluctuations are probably the hardest symptom to deal with. Feeling a roller coaster of emotions can be exhausting, but this happens because your energetic system is being recalibrated. The best advice is not to fight these emotions. Allow yourself to feel without judgment. When sadness arises, let yourself cry. When joy appears, celebrate it. Keeping a regular practice of meditation or physical activities that help release tension, such as yoga or walking outdoors, can be very helpful in balancing these fluctuations. The increase in energetic sensitivity is another sign that your body is becoming more attuned to higher spiritual frequencies. To deal with this, it's important to set healthy boundaries. If you are in an environment or around people who drain your energy, it's essential to learn how to protect yourself energetically. Visualizations, such as imagining a protective light around you, can be effective. The search for spiritual knowledge will be something natural and uncontrollable as you deepen this process. The key here is to be selective. There is an abundance of information available, but not all of it will be relevant to your path. Seek trustworthy sources that truly resonate with you. Don't rush to learn everything at once, as awakening is a continuous process. Finally, the feeling of inner peace and gratitude is the final result of this whole process. When you begin to integrate these symptoms and accept the changes that are happening within you, peace starts to take over your being. To enhance this feeling, practice what we call presence, meaning living in the moment, without worrying about the future or lamenting the past. These symptoms can be challenging, but remember, you are not alone in this process. Spiritual awakening is a unique and deeply personal journey. With patience, self-compassion, and constant practice, you will learn to deal with these signs calmly and use them to create a life more aligned with your greater purpose. You may be asking yourself, why is all of this happening to me? What is the purpose behind all these changes? Well, the answer is simple but profound. Spiritual awakening is the gateway to your most authentic self. It happens because you are being prepared for something greater, for a life that goes beyond the limitations of everyday reality. This transformation process is not random. It is part of a divine plan that seeks your growth, your expansion, and your connection with the universe in its fullness. As these symptoms intensify, you begin to realize that the purpose of this entire process is to open your consciousness to new dimensions of existence. The feeling of disconnection that you experience in the beginning, for example, is an invitation for you to reconnect with your true self. It's as if life is saying to you, are you ready to let go of the masks, the old beliefs, and the patterns that no longer serve you? This feeling of isolation is not something negative, but an opportunity for you to begin rediscovering your true essence, without the distractions of the outside world. As you delve deeper into this process, the intuition you begin to feel is not just a gift, but a powerful tool that will guide you every step of the way. You are no longer limited to logic and reason, but begin accessing a deeper level of wisdom. Every decision you make will be infused with the certainty that you are on the right path, as you are being guided by something greater than the rational mind. The symptom of changing habits and interests is also not something to be feared. In fact, it is one of the most positive signs that you are opening up to a new phase of life. Your spiritual purpose is beginning to reveal itself, and it may be very different from what you had previously imagined. What once seemed important now loses relevance. You feel an urgent need to align with your true mission, and this may be reflected in more authentic life choices, less influenced by external expectations. At the same time, the feeling of oneness with the universe is one of the most profound and transformative moments of spiritual awakening. When you begin to realize that you are not separate from the whole, that you are an expression of the universe in its purest form, something inside you expands. This expansion brings immense peace, as you understand that you are in tune with the universal energy. And it is at this moment that you realize that the world is not a place to fear, but an infinite field of possibilities. Everything you need to create a fulfilling life is already within you. These vivid dreams and visions you are now having are like messages from your own unconscious, like alerts and guides indicating the next steps to take. If before you were merely observing life pass by, now you become the creator of your reality. Every vision, every insight that arises, serves as a key to unlocking a deeper understanding of yourself and the universe. The intense emotional fluctuations, though challenging, are an essential part of this process. They serve as a signal that you are breaking old emotional and energetic patterns. The intensity of these emotions is a reflection of everything that needs to be released, healed, and transformed. As you learn to navigate through them, you will become stronger, more resilient, and more aware of your own emotional needs. The energetic sensitivity you are developing is another clear indication that your body and mind are adjusting to a new vibrational frequency. With this heightened sensitivity, you begin to perceive the invisible energies that permeate everything around you. This can be both a gift and a challenge. The secret is to learn to use this sensitivity consciously, creating energetic protection barriers when necessary, while also using this heightened perception to better understand the emotions and needs of others. Finally, the search for spiritual knowledge is an essential characteristic of awakening. This insatiable desire to learn, to understand the mysteries of life and existence, is part of your evolutionary process. The spiritual knowledge you are seeking is not just intellectual, it is lived. As you apply this knowledge in your everyday life, you begin to perceive the universal truth that connects everything. Every discovery, no matter how small, brings with it a sense of empowerment and a step closer to understanding the greater purpose of your life. So, what happens when you finally find balance in this process? When you begin to understand that all these symptoms are part of a growth cycle and that each one of them is an essential step in your awakening, you begin to experience an unwavering inner peace. The gratitude that arises is not forced, but a natural reaction to the process of self-discovery and connection with the universe. You feel at peace with what is, with what was, and with what will be. You know you are exactly where you need to be, at the right time, in the right place. Spiritual awakening, though challenging, is a deeply transformative experience. It may shake the deepest structures of your life, but at the same time, it offers the opportunity for a new reality, more aligned with your inner truth and the purpose of your soul. Now that you have a clearer vision of the symptoms and challenges of spiritual awakening, it's time to act. What you do with this information will determine how you live through this transformation. If you identified with the signs we've discussed, don't see this as a burden, but as a unique opportunity to connect with your deepest self. Each symptom, each change you are experiencing, is an important step toward your evolution. This path, though filled with challenges, offers an immeasurable reward, a life more aligned with your true purpose. You are no longer living reactively, guided by external pressures or the expectations of others. Instead, you are becoming the conscious creator of your own reality, aligned with a universal wisdom that guides you every step of the way. If you feel that you are in the midst of this transformation but still don't know exactly how to deal with the symptoms or how to make the most of this phase, know that you are not alone. Spiritual awakening is a unique and personal process, but you can find support by seeking more knowledge, practicing self-acceptance, and of course, trusting your intuition. Now, I want to invite you to subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell. If this content was helpful to you, Share it with friends or family who may also be going through similar experiences. This type of information is essential for those seeking spiritual growth, and the more people can connect with it, the stronger our collective journey of awakening becomes. Take this opportunity to be part of a community that is rising together. Don't forget to like this video and leave a comment about how you have been dealing with spiritual awakening. Your experiences may be the key for others going through the same process. Remember, spiritual awakening is not a destination, but an ongoing path of learning and expansion. You are on the right path, and as you progress, the rewards will be profound. Follow your intuition, trust the process, and continue evolving. No matter where you are now, you are exactly where you need to be. I hope this video has been a turning point for you. Continue the journey with courage and gratitude, and remember, you are more connected to the universe than you ever imagined. See you in the next video, where we will explore more about how you can thrive in this new phase of your life. Let's go to the next video.